Hollywood. Now's the last shot.
Go ahead. There we go. I glanced back, I actually saw them communicating, and it was one of those, like, do I do it? Like, they were, like, pointing at themselves and, like, at the other person, like, do you want to go? Should I go?
Yeah. that ensuing confusion also led to the cheers being done in the opposite order. Always do cheers left to right, so that was a bit of a unusual thing there as well.
Athena, they're stepping on Gen.G's toes a little bit.
Well, in terms of the fan cheers, perhaps, but in this series, not so much. We will see a normal 3-3. Innovation might look for the one pop-up. Oh, no, we're not. So
well,
it's going to be...
They're going to spot this out. Apache's going over to Tracer, who, okay, well, doesn't make it over the wall, but yeah, good thing there's a window. Makes his way into the back. Mega Pack going to be coming through. So Athena going to be trying something a little bit different here with this quad DPS.
Yeah, the Tracer works really well because it draws the aggro onto the point. The Tracer could touch onto the point. Then the Pharah gets an angle here, as you can see. Already the Wrecking Ball on top of the point here as well.
Ooh, good direct hit. Innovation is there to scoop up the finish. Level's going to be taken down. It follows up. Gets the shot onto Umte. Now no main tank in the lineup. This is the headshot there on the Stalker. The follow-up not going to get a connection, but Ditz is going to be dead. Stalker's up the side of the map.
Or you with the triple.
That should just be it. Agnes will be the last one to fall. The res comes through, and Meta Athena, they get a very nice time bank here on a 7+ minutes.
It should send everyone except Who Are You back to 3-3. You have to imagine here before they go to B. They want to run this push, it's going to be almost impossible. You won't be able to pull that kind of attention away on this map. This Innovation's already dead. You won't be able to pull the attention away like they did on B because it's not as open and you can't kind of pull someone around a wall. He's just going to hold this, it looks like. Maybe hit one body shot, then grab a barrage.
I think given the time bank, you can give this one push, but if it does fail, after the guns are used, then you just immediately have to swap it out.
They're already countered just the issue here, I think. Apache switches over to the Soldier, which I can appreciate a lot more than the Tracer here because it gets the high ground.
Yeah. Want to have a little bit more long range damage coming out. Innovation, however, going to be hounded down, taken out.
There's just no way to save Innovation when he's off on his own like that if Gen.G finds him. So, you know, this ends up being a lot of burnt time, unfortunately, for Meta Athena. I can respect, like you say, because they have the time bank, they can experiment with this a little bit, but the easier way is to try to build a grab.
Well, Modern now going to be eliminated.
And now
Boof off, not going to get it.
Now they can't barrage here, so this might just be it. I want to say this should be the swap, but I stand by that, but they're not going to do it, and Modern's going onto the Winston, which indicates we're going to stick with this a little bit longer. We'll give them a little bit of room to breathe with.
Yeah, Apache just hasn't been able to build up anything. He's not in a position to try to get any ult charge. He's only going to be at 35%. Who Are You? Using the barrage somewhere. Takes a bit of damage. He was up there on the high ground.
Yeah, don't want to miss this EMP though, I guess.
Doesn't find it yet. EMP is going to be coming in. Spraying away. Shoebill should be popped out the mech momentarily. No, but Ditz is actually able to save it. Comes in with the Transcendence. They could not catch the Zenyatta with the EMP. And oh dear, this is not looking great. Stalker now EMP of his own. He can make Who Are You and Ning both hit the ground.
Meta needs to get Apache on the high ground and have Who Are You firing on the other side so they can finish off targets. Like he needs an Innovation can, yeah, he can help clean that up, but otherwise you're kind of looking at a bunch of heroes that don't work well together on the approach. So getting them up there, getting them up there was the hardest part, and they just couldn't do it consistently.
Okay, so this is just going to be the McCree.
Still playing to Innovation strengths on hit scan rather than the Zarya. He had a great Zarya on Hollywood.
I mean, this is good. They know that Gen.G is still going to be running the Sombra. Umte, if he goes diving into the back, the flashbang, the fan, the hammer that can help burn down the monkey. Push forward, however, from Gen.G on the back of the EMP. Stalker will get locked down. Innovation finds the kill. Can they transition this into anything is going to be the question. You built into the corner. That's going to be the sound barrier coming through from Levels to keep him topped up. Primal Rage here from Umte. Gets the kill onto Modern. Stomps in. Hoon, Apache, all going to be dead. And maybe even find a nice little stagger here on the end. Will not be able to do so.
This comp has similar problems to the previous one. Obviously, it's a little bit more about the one hit scan here in the McCree. We're trying to get him on the high ground. Yeah, Innovation is so good. He's going to swap Zarya. He's so good at getting those flashbang kills. He did so much in the Tracer meta as well on the McCree when people try to flank him. Like, that one kill is not enough. You can't get him to a position to where you can do maximum damage. You're just going to get run over by the tanky comp that Gen.G's running. Somewhere
Kaiser and the rest of Stormquake are watching this, just going, "Not this ain't it."
No, this ain't it.
Not the time for it. Not as good as us. Levels hovering around the corner, not going to be going in for the boob. So Meta Athena should be able to get the drop down. They will be able to do so. Speedboo is escorting them over to the right side of the point. Left from attacker perspective. Go from the side. They're going to get locked up here for the moment. Take it down. Hoop coming up with the kill. The Transcendence from Dins, meaning nothing to save the life of their Rhine. Meta Athena still trying to play forward here, trying to finish this one off. Now Modern going to get picked off. Agnes going to get dropped as well as Who Are You comes up with another one here for Meta Athena. The rally going to be in. Agnes not given an opportunity to use it, but also not burning the ultimate. So we'll have that on the rejoin and the faster run back. Take corner down here on the bottom, picks up the health back, but can only do so much, but he's still buying time.
Yeah, that's actually really good. That actually may have saved Gen.G like completely.
Bill back into his mech, not finding anything with a bomb. Meta Athena looking to re-aggress here onto the point. Sound barrier, Transcendence ready to go. Locking coming through, Stalker. Gets out with that Graviton Surge. Who Are You going to get pinned and killed off? Meta Athena, do they kite back? The answer is going to be yes.
If Umte doesn't get that charge kill, they can counter grab. There's no Transcendence for Dins, but it doesn't work out that way. Huge play there by Umte. If Who Are You lives, they absolutely can win that fight, crush it. After the grab comes out early for Stalker, but he comes up big, knowing that the Trans was going to be there. He needed more. He needed that instant blow up, and he got it. Meta Athena starting off with a massive time make on this push. They flirted with the Pharah comp for too long, and now it's 2 minutes left. And this time, Dins is going to have the trance he didn't have moments before. So this grab is not necessarily going to be the one they want, but it's the only one they've got.
Yep, Shubil in from behind, charging forward, pushes Modern up. The shatter from Umte, not going to find anything. Down barrier in, shield's going to be expiring. Returning shatter coming in from Modern as well. Not going to find much of a catch. The bomb's in over to the side. Umte has the shield up, but Agnes cannot be behind it. Grabbing over onto the Lantern here. Name's locked up, stays alive. Pin for pin, Umte hits the ground. Now everyone focus firing him. They do come up with a kill. Bomb into the front, sliding over to the side. The shields come up. Meta Athena stay alive. They're in onto the point, but now there's only a minute and 15 remaining, and they're just starting to tick up. First tick nearly coming through, haven't quite gotten it yet. Modern going to be eliminated. Hoon does manage to find levels. Swap over on to the Wrecking Ball here from Umte as he rejoins. Adaptive Shield will keep him topped up. The tick still has not come in. Meta Athena forced back.
This is rough. Levels made a brief swap to the Maid just for extra safety. Umte with this Wrecking Ball, similar idea here, just to make sure 0 ticks come through. They want a pure 0% on the board here when they finish this hold. And Meta Athena just doesn't have any tools for this ensuing push. At least Apache still holds the armor, but otherwise it's looking real rough. Nice bubble here onto Umte to save him. High ground is controlled. They're looking for Shubil. They can demech if they get the grab. There it is.
Yeah, grab does come through. Innovation, nice little spot there. Does come up with the kill onto levels now. Shubil going to get popped out of the mech. Who Are You here over onto the side. Fights his way back. It's a bit of damage there onto Agnes. Apache just going to be spamming away from the high ground. Building up, getting closer to that next Transcendence. Umte going to get popped. Who Are You comes up with one. Moving low, but has the self-destructive. He needs a remech. Good fire strike from Modern. Gives himself an Earth Shatter. Comes up with the kill onto Agnes. Bomb going to be thrown down up there onto the high ground. Graviton Surge coming through. It's only going to be a solo in on a Modern. Level's going to be taken down. No more May. The Shatter's going to be good. Locks up both the tanks. Pin comes in. Modern finds the kill. Umte goes down. 1 tick still not gained. Shubil pops out of the mech. First tick will finally come through. OT will start to plummet, but the kills are there for Meta Athena. Team wipe about to happen as Agnes dies. Levels just now respawns, but cannot make it back. Meta Athena barely scraped by a finish on Hanamura after a 7-minute and 10-second time bank to begin after capping A.
Faces of the players not look relieved yet. The fans let out a huge scream, a cheer, as that final completion does come through. During our very brief halftime that we had, I saw a lot of fans kind of in tears, Meta Athena fans in the hallway. Is this the end? I heard one fan ask. But it is not the end, not yet. Keeping their chances alive here. Remember, Meta Athena's strength has always been their defense. So getting completion here is a great start, but if they can burn through that bank, if they can at least get a solid hold on A, not even necessarily a full hold, but at least work down that time bank, and maybe their B defense is good enough to bring us to a fourth map that matters. It's a tall ask right now when you've got great anti-grab in Shubil. You've got Umte, who's playing really great. I mean, is he the best Ryan in Korea suddenly? No, but he is playing much better than Luke. And that's what Gen.G needed. They needed this solid rock. They needed a good backbone in this meta.
Yep.
Luke is a tank player you want to have in a dive meta, where you're playing, you know, Genji Tracer, you're playing Winston, but he's not the kind of tank player that is going to have the barrier in the right spot, be conservative. It's kind of the big difference there, right, in play style. One of the reasons why Miro fell by the wayside as well, is aggressive play style.
Yep.
All right, well, here we go. Meta Athena, last chance here. Any time bank at all for Gen.G almost spells doom for them in this series.
I would like somebody to spell Doom Fist. Play that. That would be fun. But here we go.
Not tonight.
On the approach, Gen.G working their way in. Umte getting tagged up quite a bit. Artifacts trying to keep them alive. Still down below half. For you, however, cornered and punished. Shubil comes up for the kill. Opening things again for Gen.G. A lot of damage onto their front line, however. Have to take this one a little bit slower. Push around the side, in onto the point. Agnes leading the charge.
Meta Athena cannot let this happen this quickly.
Yep. It's going to be one tick coming through the second one, getting ready to arrive. Who are you? We expect him to be back shortly. They finally start pushing forward. Pin for pin, stun in on a Modern. Take him low, but they can't finish him off. Innovation Shatters nearly going to be online. Swinging away, Agnes getting ready to have that rally, and will pop it immediately. You would expect. Riley's going to be coming out. Grab online for Innovation. Locks him in. Stalker nearly with one of his own levels. Arrive. Has that big sound barrier coming through. Lock up there on a Meta Athena. They lose out on Innovation. They traded out for Agnes. The bomb going to be dumped. Finds a pick. Who are you going to be going down? Who knocked out of the back and finished off by Stalker? Levels going to be dropped. They find Umte, but that should be the finish. As soon as they can get rid of Dames, he's going to be going back around the side, trying to rejoin the rest of his squad, keep his life intact. Will be able to do so, but the cap is going to come through. Gen.G, 6.5 minutes to finish the map.
This is worst case scenario for Meta Athena. They needed a stronger hold there. They needed to buy more time, and they failed to do so. Innovation even having the faster grab there, the better energy charge. Modern with the spin around shatter. It wasn't enough. There's no real double cap potential here for Gen.G, so they can rest easy in that regard. But they're looking to make sure they get as little ult charge as possible with every single attempt.
Self-destruct open from Hoon, doesn't find anything. Low ground approach from Gen.G, got the collapse there onto Who Are You, they take him down. Innovation up here onto the bridge, trying to build up that energy, going to be hovering around half here at the moment. He gets closer to that next Graviton Surge. Transcendence has been used from both of these Zenyatta's. Atomic Poke Dance here onto the point. Stun up onto Modern. Gets the pummel, drops down. And now he's not in a position to try to get this shatter off. Has to rejoin here with his squad. Gen.G nearly a tick. Now going to be grabbing it. Grab over onto the side. Locks them up. They're into the point. Going to be a solo shatter onto the Pilot Diva. They take out Hoon. Modern's drop. No front line here for Meta Athena. Who Are You now going to be eliminated. Innovation with the grab online will get killed off. They have the point to themselves, and Gen.G will get the cap with time in the bank.
Things have never looked this hopeless before for Meta Athena. They had a rough season one. Back in March, April of this year,
whatever it was,
8 months ago, we looked at that and said, wow, this is not the Meta Athena I remember from Apex. They were relegated, failed to rejoin in Season 2, and in Season 3, they may go through this group stage winless, unable to take a single series. If they can't beat Gen.G, there is no way they will touch Element Mystic, you have to think, and they will finish dead last at the bottom. We have to see some magic here. We are going to have to see literal magic. 5 minutes and 16 seconds hold here on A in this meta. I want to see it. I want to see Meta Athena make those fans lose their minds. But I have to tell you, Achilios, I can't see it. I can't even picture it in my brain. I can't even create the image of a draw here.
Yeah.
And guess what? A draw isn't good enough. Even if they tie this draw, the series is already over. Gen.G has defeated them here. 5-16. They're going to look for the best map score possible for their playoffs, for their playoff chances, I should say.
Well, that's going to be the check. And, yep, 3-3. 5 minutes on the clock. Gen.G looking pretty darn good. We'll be pushing forward now. Speed boost going to be coming out. Still shove back there on the members of Meta Athena, but no meaningful damage exchanged on either side. Charge comes through. That's going to be the pin. Who are you? Going to get taken down. Modern dropped. And this should just be it. Apache gone. Half the team now eliminated. Hoon nearly popped out of that mech. Back around the side of the map, named does keep himself alive. Who are you? Desperately tries to swap to the Tracer, but they can't even tag back in. Gen.G will take the series. Meta Athena eliminated from the round of 8.
That's it.
Contention. Obviously they're not eliminated from the round of 8. It hasn't happened yet.
Sure. They will not be making playoffs. They will find themselves at the bottom of the group, 6th place of 6. 0-4 at the end of week 4 here, with one final match against Element Mystic. Can't imagine the players are going to be feeling too prepped and ready for that one, as Gen.G finally tastes victory for the first time. They were so close when we started this group stage against Kongdu Panthera. It slipped away from them. They lost that 5th and final map in Nepal. And then 2 weeks later, 2 tough weeks of losses, they come around and they're able to keep the hope alive. If they defeat Stormquake next week, they will sit in that round of 8 playoff match and hope for the best. Very likely be against Runaway.
Yep. Well, a sad end for Meta Athena. One more map still to be played. At this point, do you just have fun with it? Let Who Are You play Gen.G, just go crazy? Or do you try to come up with the win, play the 3-3? Because it doesn't seem like it's matching. The quad TPS, it got them a very fast push onto A. They were too slow to swap out for the B attack. And I think that in the 3-3, with Umte coming through for Gen.G, they're actually just outclassed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think you're right. I want to say I know you're right. I mean, at this point, it just feels like we can't say or even suggest that the opposite would be true from what we've seen tonight. And for Who Are You, man, he's such a late addition. Look at his jersey. Doesn't even have his name written on it.
Yeah.
But it's...
that could take some time to get.
Yeah, but I mean, what I mean to say is this was their desperate move. To loan him, tried, he's been loaned to them and he's trying his best on this Brigida, but he's not been given an opportunity to play the heroes he became a legend with just last year.
Yeah. We've seen, these loans, these bailouts work in the past. Big one that comes to mind is League of Legends, Doublelift going to Team Liquid to stop them from going into the Challenger Series after requalify, etc. They try to make a similar play here, but it's way too late.
But on the other side of things, Umte makes a case for this late pickup strategy to work out. Umte makes a case that maybe Gen.G, with a really solid tank line now, again, not to say that Luke is a bad player per se, but he's just not good in this meta. It's not his play style. With Umte on this line, they could beat Stormquake if they can keep up this form. So, there's...
Yeah.
I mean, look, you put Umte in on his best hero in his meta, yeah, he's going to succeed. You put Who Are You in, he's a great player, but this is very similar to Recry playing Brigida, right? It's just not the same heroes that he's known for. It's not the same reason why he has a big name. It's just something completely different. He gets caught twice on this defense and isolated and killed, rather on the attack. Isolated and killed, which cost him a lot of time. Yeah, and the idea, the attempt to use the really odd, Pharah on the attack, like to get completion there, it cost them so much time.
Yep.
Had they just switched to Zarya immediately, I think they would have had a much better chance at getting a time bank there.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much to say at this point. It's just pretty unfortunate for Meta Athena, for the fans out there, for people excited for Who Are You's return to Korea. All of it just hasn't really culminated into much for Meta Athena other than disappointment. Gen.G, though, they can hold their heads high. They're looking pretty darn good. especially with his return to, to professional play here in Korea on a stage in an offline setting. Looking pretty darn good. Not since, Apex Season 3, I suppose, which wasn't a really good way to close out. Rhinos did not have much success. No. But that was June of 2017. Now the man's back, and he's looking better than ever. Dorado will be the final map. Selected by Meta Athena.
We have to remember the level of play, if you compare it today to then, it's definitely not as high here in Season 3.
In Season 3 of Contenders or Season 3 of Apex?
Of Contenders versus Season 3 of Apex. Those are two very different Season 3s.
Oh, yeah.
Majority of the best Korean talent has moved into Overwatch League and already competed in Season 1. And the remaining best talent will be there in Season 2. But everyone has to start somewhere. For Umtae, he returns to get a fresh start. For Who Are You, maybe a short-lived journey here back in Korea. He'll be able to play, of course, next week against Element Mystic, but
don't expect any meta changes between now and then.
And we'll see if Element Mystic wants to keep running the Doomfist or what, if that was a GC Busan Wave exclusive. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. We will see Who Are You looking to toss out a Sonic Arrow. They may try to run really odd composition again. Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
Is it 2017 again?
Oh, my. Come on. All right. Already tagged up.
Please just be healing. He's just healing.
Okay. All right. He's just healing, guys. It's okay.
All right, here we go. At least we get to see this for the fans.
Oh, well, tagged up again. Keeps getting battered. Everyone sees the Gen.G. And they just want to focus fire him, understandably so.
Giving Apache line of sight. Always do this for your Ana players. Don't complain to them. Actually, just come to them.
Yep.
Umtae's in trouble.
Yeah, he's into the back of Umtae now. It's a little bit of damage onto the Winston, but cannot finish him off. Cart, however, going to start inching forward. Poison trap. He'll come down, dash over the side, rejoin with the rest of the squad. Make sure Apache can get those heals in. Where he nearly has the nano boost ready to go. Could use it on Who Are You just to try to force out the blade, build it up more rapidly.
Innovation has been building very little EMP charge. Meanwhile, it won't matter if he has the blade if there's no EMP to pair with it.
Rocket's coming down. It's going to be going low. Who Are You and Modern both can get picked off. A hack is here on the Stalker, but they cannot get the kill. So held off for now for a little bit. Cart continues to inch forward with a few remaining members of Meta Athena who are playing up into the marketplace, but they will have to exit. Innovation, nice
translocation kill. I think Apache should consider giving a nano to Modern on this next push, because he's going to build another one very quickly.
That's true.
And he's just been holding it for so long. Could have had a second one by now. All right, Stalker looking for a good angle here. Has to track where Hoon is. Hoon is looking for him, as you can see.
Barrage ready to go, waiting for the opportunity here. Precise still just revealing everybody. Could get dropped down over top. You have to wait and see. Dive into the back. Agnes going to come up with a kill. The poison trap actually going to kill off Apache, and Modern dead on the dive.
Yeah, no nano for him, so unfortunately he wasn't able to even build that primal from this. But finally, Meta Athena is going to have those two tools, the EMP Blade combo. Gen.G should be aware that these are ready now and will be split appropriately. Dance, with his Transcendence, can shut everything down.
Yep.
So there's a lot of counterplay potential here for what Meta Athena has been building in this entire minute and a half of this round. It can all be shut down with one Q press from Dance. Or one snipe from Agnes. It's going to reset everyone. They're going to have to wait for a better opportunity.
I just want this blade to happen. Even if they get full health, I just want to see Who Are You get a nano blade again.
It could end in tragedy, man. He might just simply die immediately. We'll see.
I mean, it's already end pretty tragically. They're out of the round of 8. They can't qualify.
Umtae doesn't find him. This is It's a good start at least. He's looking for Dince, but Dince, okay, finds him.
He finds him, throws it down, and Dince will get taken out. Now no Transcendence available.
Where's the heals for who are you though?
Low. He will get topped up. It's okay, he just had to get to Apache. Shubil popped out of the bag.
It needs to be this push right now.
All right, Shubil gonna be gone. Gotta start moving up that cart. Are able to do so here. Agnes still gonna be sniping up on top of the gate. Innovation. Get a couple shots.
Okay,
he drops back.
Can buy time with Primal, and then we'll see the trance come through.
He leaps forward. Who are you backing up? Trying to get a little bit of damage here. That's going to be the Nano Blade levels getting dropped. Mirage comes down, but Stalker will be killed off by Hoon. One more swipes to happen. Throws in that last one. Nano Boost will go ahead and expire, but still is able to get the kill onto Dince. Takes him down. Now Name's going to be eliminated. Apache swapping over onto the Wrecking Ball. Just to try to make this push happen, but Shubil, the self-destruct, actually finds a pickoff here on an Innovation. Umte now with the Primal Rage. Gets a corner. In onto Who Are You. Smacks him once. Looks for a little bit more. Time going to be ticking down. Athena holding on by a thread. They get rid of Agnes. Stalker low. Stalker dead. Modern Goomba stomps him. Gets the kill. Day zapping away, trying to be sustained. He has not died yet. Gets lower and lower. They finally finish him off. The cart will glide through into A. Not going to be the full hold. They kill off Shubil in the back. Meta Athena, do they stick through with this? Or will they just be swapping up? Apache moves back over onto the Ana as expected. And Who Are You at 74% will be sticking through with the Gen.G.
That's right, so they have an opportunity here to look for a big fight as Gen.G regroups. You know, have to swap all their heroes back to more meta comp here. They're going to not be running the Pharah anymore. Going to look for 3-3. Sustainability is the name of the game here. Innovation, they have not found him. D.Va spamming here. You can see Shubil's trying to find him. But he wants to get Dince. Does not have the opportunity there. And has to re-translocate, but pick comes through. They can actually commit to the blade now.
Dashes his way in. That's going to be Stalker gone. And, yep, doesn't need to use it.
Doesn't need it.
Just going to be holding on. Apache will get dropped as Levels comes up with the kill. But the cart can keep moving. Street Space looking a little bit better this time around.
Yeah, Gen.G just didn't have time to really get this comp online yet, but it will come in for one last tag. You can see Umte is already ready for it. Fortunately, there's no way to keep him sustained up.
Innovation back up, yeah. It's like, okay, nothing to see here, guys. Turn around, EMP gonna be dumped. Gonna be Stalker dropped immediately. As Hoon comes up with the kill. Transcendence out from Dince. We'll keep everybody else topped up. Now the blade will be coming through. They're into the bank and they're all locked up and isolated. Dash in. Tries to get that third kill. Modern will go ahead and take it away, but this should be the push through to B. Meta Athena, well timed here on the Streets phase. Will go ahead, bump themselves up, 2:15 on the clock. Deep dive coming in. They got to sleep here on the levels, and he'll be taken out, as is Agnes.
It's a common misconception that the EMP is supposed to set the blade up in most of these fights to kill heroes that are hacked. It's actually to force a trance so that there's no trance for the blade to be used. That's why Who Are You used it perfectly timed there after the trance expired. Yep. Was able to come up with big kills. So Meta Athena now in a really good spot here to continue rolling forward.
Jump here over onto the cart. The sound barrier going to be coming down, catching everybody for the most part here for Gen.G as they try to gain control. Modern jumped on so low. Does manage to get that Primal Rage off.
There's going to be a Nano Blade here in just a second too if he can disrupt the support line in the back.
Almost another one. Primal Rage still up from Umte. Going to be holding on to that. Shubil going to get popped out the back and taken down. The Nano thrown down onto Who Are You, just trying to get the blade, but then is able to finish him off in the back line. Primal Rage now going to be in from Umte. The focus fire is really good right now for Meta Athena. They take him low, try to force him back, but actually does still come up with some kills. Looks like maybe he was going to get dropped, but good job by Gen.G to go ahead and stabilize. It was a bit of grab control of the cart.
It was a bit of a disjointed engagement from Athena because Modern went in with the Primal without, you know, he didn't use Nano to delay that. Then we saw the Nano onto Who Are You. Didn't have Blade yet. As you said, they were trying to build it, but it didn't work out. He got picked. So Meta Athena loses a lot of crucial ultimates with this. Apache's going back over to the Zen.
EMP catching everybody here. Blade's going to be out. Who Are You? Swiping away. Transcendence does get off here by Dince. Apache and Hoon are going to be traded out now. Who Are You? Dead. Doesn't come up with anything on the back of that ult.
You know,
and that's going to be the swaps coming in. Innovation shifting to Zarya. Who are you? Very likely on the Brig.
Yeah. When you talk about, you know, the EMPs we were talking about before, baiting out the trance, if you can hit the Zenyatta, and so that the trance can't come out at all, or kill the Zenyatta, then the blade is big. But Dince, yet again, eludes the EMP, hits the trance, and the blade does nothing. Now they've got 20 seconds with this 3-3. Very unlikely they're going to finish this map.
Soccer falling low, but does get top back up, holding onto the armor. Couple different walls to use for the Graviton Search. Pits it right into the front, unable to deny that one. Sound barrier going to be coming through the bomb, going to get dropped, and Modern will be eliminated. Jubil coming up with a kill, who turning around the outside, cannot make it out with his life with that mech attack. Will get popped out. Who are you going to be taken down? Stay with this sound barrier, the Primal Rage expiring, so much HP, no way to kill him off, but get rid of names. Modern has swapped over onto the Wrecking Ball, trying to buy some more time, trying to make it back, but they're able to boop him, to bash him, and that will be the hold.
At the end of the day, we got to see Who Are You play Gen.G. Just another one of those reminders that it's hard to play Gen.G in this meta. It's hard to find the big kills on the blades, nano or no, against a team that's so experienced against it. Dince avoiding the EMPs was Gen.G's best shutdown of the setups that meta was trying to run. Eventually the 3-3 came through, but there was no time to build ults, hoping for perhaps a lucky charge kill to continue that push. Doesn't happen. So we head into what could be our final round of this first match. I expect that we will see Who Are You and friends back on 3-3 defense duty, as trying to defend with the Sombra Gen.G is very risky and is not really going to be reliable. When you get picked on the defense of A, something like a squishy Gen.G, your run back is so long and the card's going to push so hard, you're going to end up being way behind in ultimates. So you've just got to go to the 3-3.
Well, not going to be seeing any Gen.G defense, yeah. Just going to be the good old standard. So, see what Gen.G is going to piece together for their attack. Right now showing the Orisa Hog.
Would be fun to see Jubil back on the Hog.
They could go for it. Maybe they're expecting the Gen.G. They're just going to be trying to hook him in or something.
Yeah, as the attacking team, you have the opportunity to swap instantly afterwards, so there's no harm in giving it a go.
It's probably just going to be a scattering report here from Stalker. They're inching forward. Dince with the McCree, hook down, comes through. That's going to be Modern, popped. Yep. Nicely done, and then everyone's like, okay, swap, quick, go back.
They were probably looking for either Modern or the diva there, Hoon, but they get Modern, forced to swap to Ryan, actually. He's going to come back.
That's actually a great strategy. They know that somebody's going to be sitting
Someone
up top.
has to check, so yeah.
So yeah, hook, get him. Now Innovation going to be dead as they swap over to the 3-3, looking for the pin. Oh, boot to the side. Does deny what would have been almost certainly a surefire kill there at the finish, but the card, so much space given up for free. Meta Athena have to kite way back over towards the church.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount of ult charge or anything like that, but it's free distance for Gen.G. Tay looks for the fire strike, denied. Just left clicking his way to 60% here.
Swinging away, but he doesn't know which way to look with the shield. Getting jumped on, and Hoon will go ahead and run him down.
They almost got A from that.
Yeah.
It was 3 meters away, I believe. But
this is, yeah, it was very, very close. But will be Meta Athena stabilizing for the moment.
Would have been kind of a buy one, get one free there if he had denied them from tagging, because he would have gotten tons of ult charge and gotten completion, so his death would have been worth it. In this case, less worth it, obviously. Still build a lot of ult charge, 20% above Modern, who had the late swap.
Push forward, Hoon. We'll go ahead and get topped up as the Transcendence comes in from Apache. Looking for the charge, not able to find it. Going low, trying to stabilize, will be able to maintain here.
100 energy.
Yeah, a lot of damage there. Modern going to get taken down. Agnes finding the kill. Graviton Surge online, but don't think they want to be able, don't think they want to have to invest it, so we'll be able to hold out. Apache eliminated here at the finish as they get a 4:35 on the clock for the Streets phase. 2
minutes better than Meta Athena's overtime grab on A. Meta Athena has nearly the big six ready to defend the Streets phase, but Gen.G is kind of matching them in that regard. Plus they've got the armor here. Who Are You can use that when they want to go in and engage, but okay, there it is. Are they going to speed boost in?
Rally up.
Ooh, here. Great grab.
Coming around the side, sound barrier is going to be there. The bomb placement, very nicely done. It's right on the other side of the wall. The Graviton search from Stalker was
pretty ineffective.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's about as good as Splash from a Magikarp.
Hoon's self-destruct there, it's like he placed it with the tips of his index fingers very carefully, exactly where it needed to go.
Yeah, there was not nearly as much care that comes out from Stalker, but here we go. Shatter going to be coming down, locks up a couple members. Send it in from Vince and Apache, responding. Shatter out, Modern getting locked down the sound barrier, trying to keep him alive. Charging out to safety. Hoon as well, still just going to be playing forward. Modern actually finds Stalker, taking him out. And Athena do maintain control. Innovation, another grab online. Push up over the top, Hoon looking to get that self-destruct online.
Yep, just trying to build some of that charge here from the high ground. Comes back with his boosters online. Managing the cooldown very well. We'll see if Innovation get another grab in this wall. Same place he just dropped it.
Yeah, could just be another one. Yep, goes ahead, hits it straight onto the corner. Level's going to be taken out. Grab locks him up. We'll go ahead and scoop up those kills as Umte is the last one to fall. Modern getting another shatter online.
Uncharacteristic positioning mistakes from Shubil there, causing that to happen. That's why Innovation launched it, because Shubil was moved over to the other side. Defense Matrix pointing the exact opposite way of where Innovation was going to drop that grab. So good call there. That was going to be the wall he wanted to put it in. Rally's out here too to try to get on here.
Trying to keep him alive. That's already going to have to use that Transcendence. Now Apache matching on the opposite side. Fight their way back around the corner. Sound barrier through for Gen.G. With the grab online. Hoon can he deny it? Shatter going to be taken out. Tay not finding anything. Good shield was there from Modern, but now the Fire Strike comes up with a double. And the rest of Gen.G spills forth. They get the kills. They open up this push finally. A good amount of time drained out by Meta Athena with this defense, but there's not that much distance left for Gen.G to go.
And with that Fire Strike, Umte gets half to another shatter. So, I mean, this is really rough. Like, Gen.G's going to operate on this high ground. They can drop down, and Umte can finish off the last part of this. Self-destruct here just to get some free distance. Umte gets 20% more.
Their way over to the cart. Grab going to be online. Innovation could just pin it straight into the truck. Will do just that. Locks them in. No defensive ultimates available for Gen.G. Shubil popped out of the mech. Take gone. The rest of them going to be trying to escape Shubil, hoping for death to take him soon, which it will. And now it's going to be cleanup time for Meta Athena.
This grab may have won Meta Athena the game. Now they have denied Gen.G's best opportunity to control high ground, get that shatter off.
And Innovation is getting ready to lap Stalker again.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got the support ultimates ready. This is an ideal situation for Meta Athena. Unfortunately, it comes way too late to save them in this series and in this group stage, but a great last stand.
Energy here. Rally up from Who Are You? That armor on everybody. The shatter, however, is going to be great. Umte locks him in. Who Are You? The only one dropped at the moment. Modern trying desperately to stay alive. Apache is able to keep him in the fight with that Transcendence, and now Meta Athena turn back in. Looking at the cart, the bomb from Hoon gets done. Level's going to be gone. Agnes the only support available, but the grab locks in the remaining members of Meta Athena and will take them down swiftly thereafter. Apache, the last one to fall. Meta Athena, they have a little bit more time, a little bit more space to contest over, but with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining, Gen.G esports, like they might be able to close this out.
It's just nuts that Umte is able to hit the shatter straight up on the ground, not from high ground. He just walks up, finds the angle there. It's well set up by Agnes. Now it's just the finishing stretch here for Gen.G. Meta Athena was so close on that hold.
Innovation needs to get a grab up, and he needs it fast.
I don't know if he's got enough time here. Everyone's playing so far away from him. He can't build it. Look at Shubil. Massive damage on the high ground. Hoon finally knocks him down.
Another shatter going to be online, coming around the corner. Locks up two, swings in. The bomb from Shubil takes out Innovation. Named in Modern, also going to be eliminated. Umte playing up. Just keeps him busy. Who Are You? Cannot make it back. And Gen.G will be able to get the full push to close out Dorado with a win. A 4-0 victory for them on the day.
And Gen.G's tank line has never looked stronger with Umte here. Shubil having a great performance on the Diva, denying a lot of what Innovation was trying to do. I feel like I can confidently say Innovation was the better Zarya tonight. but sometimes it just didn't matter because Shuba was in the right place denying his grabs. Dorado was the one exception, right, where he was able to get those 2 big grabs off on the wall when Shuba was elsewhere. But Gen.G takes the 4-0, much needed. Those 4 points are going to help them. Potentially, if they defeat Stormquake and go to those playoffs, we'll have to see if they can repeat the performance. Going into this round robin after watching Gen.G go 0-3, no one would have predicted they could beat Stormquake, but after watching their matches tonight, some would say it's definitely possible. I'm definitely in that crowd. It is certainly going to be a fantastic closing match next week. For Meta, man, there's no happy ending. There's no happiness on the horizon. With Element Mystic, their final opponent, they lose here 0-4, and they're very likely to lose even harder on their send-off match.
Yep, could just be a season without a single match victory. Gen.G right out here in front of the crowd go for their bow. And, you know, these fans, they finally really do have something to cheer for. Gen.G looking more coordinated than ever with Umte at the front. A couple misplays here and there, but overall, infinitely better than before the overall performance. Meta Athena will take their second to last bow of the season. Now fully eliminated from playoff contention. Gen.G, their hopes are there. They're holding on by a thread.
Very, very slight thread. Going to have to get through Kaiser first. Umte's going to have his face-off against him before this is all over. So
if Gen.G makes it into the playoffs, it's like Indiana Jones when he slides through the door and just happens to grab his hat right before it hits the ground. That's them getting into the round of 8.
Yeah, it's kind of like O2 Ardiant last season, and then they slid into the round of 4 as well. Very, very close calls from that squad.
I mean, it really is going to be exciting now. Before, you kind of looked at the schedule and think, oh, Gen.G versus Stormquake. You know, whatever. You have to watch Kaiser play a little bit more. Maybe Z-Bag's in there. Who knows? Let's go ahead and take a look at them and see how they're going to do if Gen.G can improve. Now, it actually could be a significantly closer match.
Yeah, it feels kind of hype as well.
But the other thing is, Kaiser and Umte have played against each other very recently. When